we are live. Let me know if you can hear me well. I'm gonna show you what I got sent to me. These are. Let me know if you can hear me well. I'm gonna show you what I got sent to me. Yeah, I just muted the YouTube tab. These are replaceable sticks for DualSense. Because as you know, my DualSense has a stick drift. So these were sent to me by Gulikit. These are some of the most popular replacement sticks for the DualSense. They also have an Xbox version. And these are TMR joysticks. So, if the replacement is successful, they should never drift. That's the promise of TMR sticks. And not only that, these are tension adjustable, which is very good because when you increase the height of the stick with something like this for aiming, you are reducing the tension of the stick. So maybe it's gonna be too soft. So you can compensate for that with this. Now here's the problem. This is a very advanced modification because I have never even used a soldering iron. I have one. I don't think it's powerful enough. So my plan today is to disassemble the DualSense. That shouldn't be that hard. Well, let's see how that goes. Then I am considering three options. One, to rent the equipment to do the job. Because for maybe $20, $30, I can rent very, very high level equipment to facilitate desoldering these joysticks. That's the hardest part of this job. Desoldering the current joysticks. The reason why that is so hard is because they are soldered with non-leaded soldering. So the point where the solder melts is very high. So you run the risk of burning the board. So you have to add leaded soldering to help melt what is in here. And then you have to extract it with a vacuum thing. Very, very hard to do. Let's see how that goes. So the option I think that's gonna be more feasible and cheaper is going to be renting, going to maybe Home Depot, for example, and renting very high level equipment for this job. The other option is to buy my own high level desoldering iron. I have a soldering iron, but it's like 30 watts only. I don't think I can do the job with that. So I can buy it on the used market, let's say Facebook Marketplace. And the other option, which is the easiest, is to go to one of these repair places and just pay for the job. They might charge me $30 maybe, but that's not, I would like to do it myself. That's not fun. I mean, if I pay for it, it's not, it's not fun. And we'll talk about, CES and all that stuff. I've been watching some of the videos. But yeah, let's check this out. Let me give you a close-up so you can maybe pause and read this thing. I'll make a dedicated video if this is successful. Again, this was sent to me by Gulikit, but these are $20. So I mean, if replacing it was easy, this would be a no-brainer. I mean, you buy your DualSense for the haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, replace the absolute garbage potentiometer sticks that will break in less than a year. You replace them for this, and you got yourself a great controller. But it's just not easy to do. I don't think so. Let's see how it goes. Now let's take it out of the box and see what we got here. So this is it. We have two sticks with their own default height, and then we have two more pairs with higher. They are taller basically. So the taller the stick, the more precision you can potentially have for small adjustments, and you also reduce the tension of the stick. So the taller it is, the softer it's going to feel. But these are tension adjustable, and that's why we have this piece of plastic. This is like a screwdriver tool. It has like a Phillips head to adjust the tension of the stick. So basically you take off the stick, the top, and then you just screw to adjust the tension. So this should be great. After replacing it, you can calibrate them on the Gulikit website. There's a calibration tool for that. So this should be great, but again, very, very hard job to do. We have 14 points to desolder and solder on each stick. So we're talking about 28 points of soldering. And again, what makes this so complicated is to take out the ones that are in the DualSense, because they are, made with a very high melting point, because they are not leaded. So let's see how it goes. So I'm gonna start by trying to take this out, and I'm gonna read the comments. I have the chat here. How's it going, Tsushima? Samsung destroying the lineup, bro. The new frame on S95H can't be removed, and the S90H is matte screen also. Yeah, QD OLED is finished. Samsung killed it. I mean, hopefully we can remove the matte finish. It is a good move that they got rid of the One Connect box. Now we have the ports on the back of the TV. But yeah, hopefully we can still remove the matte finish. If we can remove the matte finish, yeah, that frame looks awful in my opinion, especially being shiny. That's like the worst idea. Why would you ever do that? It's like Samsung is so out of touch. It's just unbelievable. They do the total opposite of what is good for the picture quality. But yeah, man, let's see. And for me, the biggest disappointment, I knew they were gonna put a matte finish everywhere because they think that's better for some reason. They are just confusing people who don't know and selling them the matte finish as a good thing, and it's not a good thing. But my biggest disappointment is the refresh rate. No improvement. We still have the same 165 hertz, and that's not good enough, man. Like I'm expecting an improvement everywhere. Brighter, better calibration, more accurate, better near black, glossy finish, of course, and a higher refresh rate. That is so important. Have you heard of nail clippers? bro, I am a classical guitarist. Maybe you don't, you're not aware of that. Look at the shape of my nails. It takes me like 4 hours to shape my nails. Plus, I need them to get this job started because otherwise, how can you do this? For example, that's how you start opening this DualSense. You need a very, very thin. See, this is how you get started. So you have to remove this thing. It shouldn't be that hard. Very, very flimsy piece of plastic. Hopefully it doesn't break. It could break and then the whole thing is it's over. So let's see how it goes. Now I use a tape here. Let me remove that tape to get rid of the annoying light that's on all the time. This is so annoying. Like, I don't understand why they put this undefeatable lights on these controllers. Sometimes, like the G7 Pro has the home button lights up all the time and you cannot turn it off. I might open it one day and just shut off that LED, just cut the cable, cut the wire. Yeah, let's see how this goes. So this should come off like this based on the videos that I saw. I saw some videos how to do this just to make sure I don't mess it up, but I might still mess it up. As it go in Redemption, I think that metal frame they put on is worse than the matte finish, but both are bad. It's unbelievable. It is just absolutely unbelievable. It's like the people that's making the decisions there, they just have no clue. It's like absolute clueless. I just don't understand who is making the decisions there. It's just wrong. It's just big time wrong. They have basically the best products. They have the potential to have the best TVs, and they just ruin it. They ruin it with the worst decisions. Makes no sense. So this is out. That wasn't that difficult. So that's the easy part. Now we have 2 screws here at the bottom, and we have 2 screws here at the top where these are. But before, I have to take off these. Let's see if I can use my nail to pry this off. They seem to be pretty hard. I might have to use a screwdriver. I want to finesse this to not break it, but seems to be pretty hard to do with my nails. So I'm gonna have to finesse this. I wouldn't buy the S95A just because of that frame. It is how you're gonna put a shiny frame on the TV. That is like next level. So you're trying to eliminate reflections and then you put a metallic frame on the TV. Let that make sense. Just next level stupid. What's the best controller? DS4 or 360? Well, none of them. But if you want good performance, there's like a modification for the DualShock controller that has one of the. It's basically a custom board for the DualShock that has one of the lowest latencies for the sticks, but that's not stock. That's not the original one. But yeah, 360. I have a 360 controller. The sticks are terrible. They are not broken at least, but the precision of the sticks is very low. Let me see, how can I get this? Man, I don't want to break it. I knew this. Let's see if I can. Maybe over here. Trying to use my long nail for this. Oh, there you go. That worked. That worked. Yeah, I don't want to use metal because with metal I damage the plastic. There you go. That worked. See? That's why you have long nail for these things. So we got R1 is out, and that's where we have our screw right there. We're gonna do the same for this. Oh, for sure. I mean, you can definitely add nostalgic value for it, but nowadays, definitely, man, you want to get a controller that has capacitive sticks or TMR sticks, not even Hall effect. Get TMR sticks like this. The difference is just night and day. Now, keep in mind, these sticks will be bottlenecked by the controller board because these controllers are 8 bits. You cannot change that. These sticks, they go up to 12 bits, so you have potentially the ability to have more granularity, more resolution on the sticks. So for example, Gulikit is going to send me their latest controller that hasn't come out yet. It's the TT Max, and these are the sticks on that controller, and that's a 12-bit controller with some very impressive performance. I cannot, reveal details because it's like they send me like a press release or something like that. Like how do you call that? Like a information for the press or something. But there's an embargo for it. But basically, their latest controller is using these sticks, and the performance is gonna be better than with if I put them in here, because the motherboard, the board of the DualSense is gonna limit the sticks to 8 bits. But here's the thing. I've been watching a lot of videos from YouTubers that are pro gamers and other people who know about this stuff, and many, to not say all of them, lower the bits to 8 when they have their pro controllers because aim assist works better with 8 bits. It was designed for 8 bits. So I have to test that actually, because I have a controller where I can change the from 12 to 8 bits. I'm gonna check that out to see if that is true, if the difference is noticeable, if really the aim assist works better with 8 bits. But my point here is, those pro players don't care. They would slap these TMR sticks on the DualSense, overclock the DualSense to 8,000 hertz, or 4,000, whatever works the best, because you can do that. And there you go. Like, there's no, I mean, you could maybe are missing out on the clicky triggers for shooting games. With the DualSense doesn't have. The DualSense does have the adaptive triggers, which is very nice, but when it comes to competitively, it's a big difference between having to do this and having a clicky trigger. That's much better for competitive, but you get the idea. It's not that big of a deal. First, I've heard of TMR controllers have come a long way, still got the OG Steam controller. Oh, you use that controller? That's a very unique, very, very unique controller. You mean the one that has no sticks, that has the pads? The new Steam controller looks interesting. Is it possible to do this on DualSense Edge? Yes, actually. Well, these are, look at here, PS5 controller, PS5 Edge controller. On the DualSense Edge, I think, well, the sticks come out. So, I mean, you don't have to do this. It's a lot easier. But I think, of course, you still have to desolder those sticks and then solder these But yes, these are made for the DualSense Edge. It's gonna be an easier job because you don't have to disassemble it, but you still have to solder and desolder, I think, which is gonna be challenging. So let's see how that goes for me, but let's see what I end up doing. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see if I can rent some high quality equipment. I'm also gonna go by some of these repair places and ask them, hey, how much would you charge me to do the job? And if they say $20, okay, man, I'm not gonna, why would I rent equipment for $30 if someone can do it for 20? I mean, I'll do it. At the end, I just want to make a video showing the difference. Yeah, the hardest thing is to take apart the sticks, to desolder the sticks, because soldering this is not that hard. It's not that hard. I've never done it, and this is not the kind of job you should learn about how to solder doing this. This is a very, very, how can I say, you have to be brave to solder for the first time with this. But I'll try it and share and see how it goes. Man, this is so hard. I don't want to break my nail. The other one was easier. Let me try maybe just a little bit of help here because it's almost out. Yeah. It's almost out here. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you, this is something that I'm doing for fun because I really wanted to try it. But I have already 2 controllers that have anti-drift sticks. They are very good. I have the Gulikit controller coming, and I also bought another controller from AliExpress, which is gonna take a long time, buying a controller from China. But yeah, so I'm doing it because it just breaks my heart. This controller is not bad, man. Like the vibration is great, and I really like the adaptive triggers, but the sticks are awful. If you have never tried, this TMR sticks or capacitive, man, you have to. I mean, run. Oh man, I put it back again. It was almost out, and I put it back. Okay, now we're at the same point. If you have never tried this sticks, man, you get some TMR or capacitive sticks. It's such a big difference. I could not play first-person shooters with this DualSense, especially after a year with some stick drift that I have. Takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to make the ultimate controller good. Yeah, I'm trying to find the ultimate controller. That's for sure. Because the thing is, again, I was not playing first-person shooter games. Definitely not competitive. Sometimes I play like a Call of Duty campaign or something like that. But to go online and play Battlefield competitively and win, that never crossed my mind. And I've been blown away with these higher precision sticks, because it's not only that these sticks will not have drift, it's that they have higher precision. It's just so much better. It's just not even close. And it's not only like a placebo effect. I did some testing with aim labs, and I get double the score. between, with the DualSense, I do the test, then I go with the TMR sticks, and I get almost double the score. Especially with the precision test, which is like very small targets. That precision test is so hard with the unprecise sticks. It's crazy. Didn't Sony make the sticks bad because they were reselling the sticks for a while? Well, Sony and Xbox and Nintendo, they are all doing the same thing. They are intentionally putting garbage potentiometer sticks on their controllers. So they break, so you go and buy a new controller. It's that simple. Because, I mean, these are $20. If you buy this, for Sony or Microsoft, how much do you think it's gonna cost them to put TMR sticks instead of these garbage potentiometers? $1 more probably. So they're basically saving $1. It just, the difference is so big that even if it costs $5 more for them or $10 more for them, and they have to increase the price of the controller or whatever, they should. Because the difference is from garbage that will break in 6 months, that has very, the precision is not great, to something that's gonna last forever and that has much better performance. It's just too big of a difference. Too big of a difference. And I don't know why I'm struggling so much with this one. The other one went very easy. Let me try things. I don't want to use the metal so I don't damage the controller. I don't damage the plastic. I might have to. That's the risk with this thing. See, I think what I have to do is start to getting it out from here. If it goes out from here, it's gonna go out easier. It's like, let me see if I have like a plastic. I need a plastic thing to not damage this. Let's see if this works. Okay, like this. I don't think this is strong enough, but maybe. Can put it on here. So when I do the force over this side, this is crazy hard. And that's the other thing. They make these controllers so hard to take apart. I mean, this should be very easy. It's like it's not intended to be serviceable. They want the controller to be recyclable, almost. You cannot fix it. Just buy a new one. Oh, there you go. I think we got it now. We almost got it. It's out already. The S95H, heard that's 35% brighter than the S95F. See, the thing is, I don't really care about the out of the box performance because the S95F is brighter than out of the box. It's just restricted. So if the S95H has exactly the same panel and all they did was to release a little bit more brightness, but when you go to a service menu, it's exactly the same, then it doesn't matter. So the only brightness that I care about is the max out brightness when you go to a service menu. So if it is a brighter TV, but they restrict the brightness from the service menu, then it doesn't matter. So what I want to know is, what is really the max out brightness? You'll be able to sue Sony for the controller scam they're running, just terrible behavior. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the first one. I'll make a video about it like I did, saying that this absolutely sucks, but I'm sure I'm not the first one to complain about this. It is, I mean, they know. They know what they're doing. They're doing it on purpose. They make this, I mean, I babysit this controller. And I'm not a kid, you know? If you give this controller to a kid, it will be broken and nothing. It's almost out, but it doesn't wanna pop. They make these to break, basically. They do that with everything, man. With cars, with it's just the way things are made today. They are made to break. Oh, I know. So I'm gonna put it underneath this thing. See if I can. Why it's so hard, man? I watched some videos, people doing this very easy, but they were using like a plastic tool. It has come out, but doesn't want to pop. See, now I pop back in again. Oh man, the revenue would outweigh the legal repercussions, otherwise the market would not. Yeah, man. And it's not only them, it's all the Xbox and Nintendo. I think Nintendo, at least they've replaced it if you have a stick drift. I think someone sued Nintendo. I don't remember. I'm not up to the news. See if I can put this in, man. This is hard. These are the things that slow you down. I mean, I'm spending half an hour just in this part. This should be easy. I'm sure if I use the metal, it goes out, but I don't want to damage it. I'm gonna have to. Use this thing. There you go. See, it popped, but it doesn't want to come out. It popped again. I don't know why it doesn't want to come out. I need a small flat screwdriver, stick it in the middle and pull down. So there's like a release mechanism. This is the there you go. Just didn't want to do that, but yeah, is out. Finally. So now, let's see if this screwdriver, no, I need a small. I need something small. Now let me know if you have a recommendation for a desoldering iron that's very cheap for, you know, a specific service, or, you know, if you have experience in renting tools at Home Depot or any other place, because I just have a 30-watt soldering iron, so I don't think that's gonna be enough for this job. Nintendo's lawyers are always busy. If someone not suing them, they are suing someone. It seems like that's all they do. Okay, we got this screw out. I'm gonna separate, I mean, this should be the same length. I'm gonna, well, I have the live stream, that's a good thing, in case I forget where they go. Now we have these two screws out. There's two screws here at the bottom. Let's see if they are longer or if they are the same. They're exactly the same. So that's a good thing. That's it. So now there are two clips in here. This one and this one. So I just need to there you go. You see my nail too. And now this should separate here nicely. There you go. That's it. Am I missing something? Why is this not? This should be it. Am I missing something? Taking it apart makes it more fragile. Well, I could break it. It doesn't get more fragile than that. I don't know, man. I'll let you know. Maybe it's rattling with the vibrations later. I mean, once you take something apart, maybe it's never the same unless you're very good at it. But what I'm doing is definitely risking breaking the controller. But I'm okay with it. I cannot even use it with this sticks anyway. So I have two options. One, never use it again, throw it away, or try to fix it. Again, I think if this was very easy to replace, I mean, this is a no-brainer. It's $20. $20. Just basically fix your sticks and they should never drift again. And they have higher quality plus tension adjustable. And not only that, you have different heights for the sticks. I mean, it's just a no-brainer. The thing is, this is the part where you need to know. Now I wonder what I'm missing. Should this go out? I think it's supposed to go. I don't want to break it. Yeah, this is just like that. Let's see. Yeah, it's supposed to come out like that. There you go. Oops. So, did I break it? No, no, I didn't break it. That's how it is. That's how it is. No broken parts so far. Controller still alive. Now, this is what we have. Now, this would be a very good moment to replace the battery. But I don't have a battery. And here's the thing. Wow, this is a 1560 milliamp battery, which is huge. So I don't understand why this battery died in 6 months for me. Like I can no longer use the controller wireless because the battery is just dead. Why? If this is a 1600, man, I'm reading at this. Maybe it's. Let me see if the camera can see this. Let me get the right angle for it. Look at the battery, 1560 milliamps. That's a big battery, man. That's as big as a controller would come with. So how does this battery die in 6 months? It's just unbelievable. I just don't understand it. This is a huge battery. Makes no sense to die so young. 6 months, I had no battery on my controller. W already. Well, I'm gonna still wait on that before I declare a win. And it's an iPhone battery. Oh well. iPhone kind of sucks. I've replaced thumbstick several times on the PS5. It's not that hard, but there's a lot of hidden clips and screws. Oh really? So you've done this job already? Well, let me ask you, what would you recommend me as a soldering or desoldering iron, or maybe a service, or rent the tools from Home Depot, or what would you recommend me to get the tools for this job? Because the only thing that I have is a 30-watt soldering iron, and that's not enough. I don't think that's enough. Based on the videos that I've seen, that shouldn't be enough. Now the battery, it just has one connector here. So I'm just gonna take it out. Shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, it wasn't that hard. So we got the battery out. Now I have to disconnect a bunch of these. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and also we have these 2 cables connected here. We have 1, 2, and 1, 2. These are for the motors. So let me see if this plastic comes out. Yeah, there's a screw here. There's a screw here for this plastic case I need to take out. So joystick soldering iron tip heating mold for PS5 disassembled repair tool. But how much is that? I have seen that on the videos, but I'm like, to buy that just for this job sounds a little bit unreasonable. But then the thing is, I would need a very powerful soldering iron, I believe, to make that work. But I think I could rent that at Home Depot, maybe. $20? Yeah, that's too much, man. That's too much. Because it's $20 for that, then the soldering iron, that'll be another $20. The rest of the things, so it's like too much. I mean, I bought a controller with TMR sticks for $60. And that is me having the advantage of Gulikit send this to me. I need to get this job done without spending more than 30, maximum $40. Maximum $40, because for $40 you can already get a controller, like a whole thing. You don't think so? Well, give me your best recommendations. If you have more ideas, let me know. Now there's a connector here. This is the connector for the 3.5 headphone jacket, I believe. At least it's close to that. So I'm gonna take that out. It's supposed to be an easy one, I think. Let's see. Do I have to take this out? Maybe not. Yeah, I do. So this is let's see. Oh, this is we look at it. It's one of these without a plastic connector. It's like the these are very, very, very fragile and very flimsy. Do you recommend install Reno DX on Stellar Blade? The HDR was okay. It was kind of washed out, but yeah, try it, definitely. Give it a try, for sure. The HDR was a little bit washed out in some areas. So yeah, definitely try it. Oh, I see. So this connector, oh, actually that fell off. Okay, so this is not attached to that connector. It was looking like it, but no. It just goes below, this thing just goes below that, but it's not attached to it. So that's a good thing. I'm gonna have, so what I'm gonna do, so I don't forget that there's a screw here, I'm gonna put the screw, here, I'm gonna put the battery the way it goes here, and then I'm gonna put it right here. So now I realize that these small connectors, they have like something that to hold, but I don't think I have to take that one out. I wonder what this is for. It's probably like the Bluetooth antenna or something. I don't think I need to take this one out at all. I just keep it there. This one I do have to take it out. I need something to hold on this. I need something to hold. Oh no, I see. It was not that hard because it has like a very, very small like ears that you can, with a nail, you can just pull out like this. Let's see, we got that one out. Then we have two big ones. These are for the motors. Yeah, it's not that hard to take them out because they have like a handle and they have like ears. Oh! Oh no! Oh no, it's okay because it has a connector in both sides. so it's okay. But let me plug it back how it was, just to make sure I don't lose it. Let me see. Let's see how this was. Like this, or see if it was like this or like this. I think it's like this. This is so flimsy, man. It's like it was designed to never be taken apart. So small and flimsy. My respect for people who work on these very small things, like phones, and I imagine to take apart a smartphone, it's gonna be a nightmare. Everything is so small, it's unbelievable. Okay, so we got these. I think I'm connecting it the right way. So this goes. I think it's the other way. Let's see. No, it's like this. I'm not sure how. Oh yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. I see the stopping point with the ears, basically. So this thing, so small, so hard to see on camera. Trying to show this. Yeah, it is connected. I know it is because of the ears. It has like two ears, so that's good. That one is good. As I drop the mic, let's go down the rabbit hole. I mean, this. Let me tell you, man. This is something I think I'm gonna regret. This is so hard, man. Let me tell you, I would not do this job for $500. Okay, I'm doing this for the love, because it just breaks my heart to have this dual sense just sitting there and basically becoming e-waste because of these absolute garbage sticks. So if I can do something about it, I'm gonna try it. And hopefully I don't break it. Okay, so now the only thing remaining is these four cables. Now, I believe I should be able to desolder them with my soldering iron. It shouldn't be that hard, actually. So I am going to try it. Let me see if I'm looking at it. Clip the fingernails. Are you joking, or is? I mean, you saw that I use my fingernails to open this thing. They are not as bad once you have opened them up once. Okay. I had the same smartphone for about 4 years, replaced the screen 4 times, and it finally died on me permanently. Yeah, I replaced the screen of my Samsung phone. Not me, I mean, I paid for someone to do it. It was very expensive. was like $400. So yeah, so these two, desoldering this fourth cable should be easy. So I have to desolder these two. That should be easy because I need to take this out. Now I could take it out, but the thing is no, because they are in the way. See, they're gonna be in the way to do the job. I have to desolder them. It's hard. You're talking about this hard or the phones are hard? Hopefully you're talking about the phones. I mean, I know this is hard, but I hope I can do it. I really do. Now I'm gonna disconnect this. It's not that hard to disconnect this small cable here. I don't need to have it in there. It's gonna be on the way. Yeah, it's not that hard to disconnect this small cable. So keep it right here. Now, I'm going to turn on my soldering iron and I'm gonna see if I can remove one of these. See, here's the problem with this soldering point is that the melting point of these is very high, very, very high. So my soldering iron is not powerful enough. It's just 30 watts. But let's see if I can at least desolder the other ones. These 4 cables. Did you hear about DLSS 4.5? Yes, I did. Is it releasing tomorrow? That's like variable frame generation, adaptive frame generation. That is very good news, but it's releasing tomorrow with which games? Is it gonna be globally applied to all the games, or how is that gonna work? I saw some of the Jensen presentation. Jensen didn't say anything about DLSS 4. He just said AI like 170 times. I was watching the live stream from Vex, I think is YouTube channel Vex. Have the same issue with my DualSense, going to watch and try. Well, definitely watch first. Because I mean, this is the easy part. $20, you get your TMR adjustable tension sticks with 6 different sticks. We have a smaller one by default, a bigger one, and a huge one. These are the latest TMR sticks from Gulikit. These are going to be on their latest controller, the TT Max, which they're gonna send to me too. So this is the easy part. The hard part is to take apart these sticks. That is next level hard, and the reason is you get a soldering iron and you start trying to melt this and it doesn't melt. You have to use more soldering that has lead, and then try to suck some of the solder, then try again, try to suck again more. Use a copper wire. It's like a special copper wire with a liquid to desolder that and to make it more smooth, and try to get more material out of it. Then break the joystick, or try, because it's not gonna come out completely if you do it this way, unless you use like a heat gun or something. You have to break the joystick so you can individually pull each one of them, and we have 14 points of soldering on each one of the sticks. So we're talking about 28 problems here. So they improved the upscaling transformer model too. big improvements to upscaling. The frame generation won't release yet, though, I think. Oh, so tomorrow is the improvement on the upscaling. Oh, I'll definitely check it out. And the best thing about that is that we can apply that to all the games. That is great news, man. I'm definitely gonna try that. And then there was like, oh, here's gaming. Okay, let me see. Both AMD and Nvidia was just AI. Oh, absolutely. It's just AI. They'll forget that C means CS, consumer tech, not enterprise. Yeah. They were talking about, $100,000. I mean, I don't know how much are those servers, but they are very expensive. Probably more than $100,000. They'll at least got the message, and they brought back XPS laptops, and there was some other markets showing new laptops with new OLED displays. That was nice. I saw the monitors unbox video showing the 1000 hertz LCD. I mean, it's 720p LCD. Not very exciting, but it is good to see that we already have 1000 hertz, because there's no reason not to have 1000 hertz OLEDs then. They have restore physics and DLSS. Keep improving. In this hellscape of PC gaming, we're gonna take our wins. Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, I don't think they will abandon gaming. Gaming is still gonna make them money. The new OLED looks good. Which OLED? So you're talking about the 360 hertz ultra wide QD OLED with RGB? That definitely looks good. I would like MSI to send one to me, but not for review. Just send it to me so I can keep it. Jerry rig your soldering iron to use more watts. What do you mean by jerry rig my soldering iron? Like hack it or something? I need the right tool for the soldering to make it easy. Yeah, I do need the right tool. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop by Home Depot, and I'm gonna see if I can rent very high quality equipment for like $20-$30 to make this job easy. Or easier. It's gonna be very hard for me. I've never done this. Time to see if Red Dead Redemption 2 is still blurry. That should be much better. Okay, let me see if I can bring my soldering iron. Now look, this is the piece of garbage that I have for soldering iron. This is the the ultra budget. It's like 30 watts. This is the cheapest soldering iron in the world. I don't think I can do the job with this thing. Let me see if I can even connect this to power here. But before I do that, let me get something to put it on. Well, I think this is what we have, a rock. We have a rock right here to put it on. What do you think? Let's see if we can get this heated up. Unplug my air filter and see how we do. It should be, I hope it's good enough to just remove these two things. I mean, it should be, if you zoom, I hope it's good enough to remove these 2 points here, this one and these things. Need to wait until it heats up. But if it's not good enough for this, I mean, definitely we cannot do the job with this thing. Safety tips, plasma safety tips. I have no idea. Use a rock for the soldering iron. I'm not sure if this even has an on-off button. I don't think so. Outer might look better. That is right. That's true. And I have to try. See, I have not tried to replace the grade reconstruction. I'm not sure if grade reconstruction has a file like DLSS to replace. I think so. I don't remember. I think there's an RR file to replace. Maybe it's worth trying the Indiana Jones files. Although they should get replaced by the NVIDIA control panel, but maybe not. Okay, this is starting to smell hotter. Yeah, it's nowhere close to being able to melt that. So now let's see if this thing can produce enough heat to replace the easiest, this is the easiest part of this job, to melt these solder points to remove these wires. If this soldering iron cannot do that, then I have to definitely, and I'm sure I have to get more tools, but yeah, definitely have to get something better. Yeah, I have to wait. I have to wait for this. So I mean, I'm looking forward. I'm excited about this new controller because we're going to get it day one for review, and that's going to be the first day one review on the channel. First product we do day one review on the channel. So I'm excited about it. It's looking pretty good on paper, so hopefully it is a great controller. And I have been playing all these days. I have been playing Battlefield. That's the only thing I've been playing. Multiplayer. The Gauntlet, mostly. So this is what I like the most. Indiana Jones is a game for 50-90 users only. Yeah, it's very demanding. It looked great. Max out, it definitely looks great. Let's see, this thing is already hot. Let's see if it can melt. See if we can melt this. Oh, it's not even. See, the thing is, the problem with these is that they are using soldering that has no lead because of, regulations and whatever, it's nonsense. And the problem with that is that the melting point is very high, so it makes these repairs extremely hard. If this was just traditional leaded soldering, it would be very easy. Even with this crappy soldering iron, I could do it. Let's see. See if we can melt this thing. I mean, I get a little bit nervous when I start smelling when I start smelling this thing and my 5090 is on. I'm like, can you imagine? I start smelling this, I'm playing a game and I'm like, I smell soldering iron here. Is that thing on? Yeah, it is on. I mean, it is on. I smell it. It's not even close to melt this thing. Look. I'll wait a little bit longer and see. I'm touching it. It is on. You need the soldering gun, flux, soldering, thin wire lead free, and soldering iron that can control the temperature. See, but the thing is, that's too much. That is too much. Oh yeah, look, it is kind of working. I saw some smoke already. Let's see. I mean, I'm not pretending to do the whole job now. I know I cannot do it with this thing. But what I'm testing is if I can even remove these 4 wires. That's all I want to do today. Remove these 4 wires and take the board out. Because I want to go with the board to some of the repair places and be like, look, the board is out already. How much would you charge me to remove the sticks? That's it. I'll put the new ones myself. All I want to do is to remove the sticks. That's the hardest thing. To put the new ones, it should be pretty easy in comparison. Still hard because I have no experience, but yeah. Add soldering to the joint and iron. I don't have. Let's see. See, I doubt I can remove it with this, but I'm trying. I'm just trying to see if this cable would come out, at least. I've seen on the videos, these cables come out very easily. About as warm as a heated argument. Is there a button where a knob we can turn up the heat? I don't know. The heat is on. I think this is just a simple soldering iron. It has no settings, no nothing. It doesn't have any options. This is garbage. I knew this was not gonna be enough, but I'm just, trying to see if it works. Otherwise, I have to wait until tomorrow to take this out. I need to overclock the soldering iron. I'm sure you have one. They have some high-end soldering iron stuff. See, if someone knows what is the best option, I was thinking renting the equipment should be better, because I could rent a very, very high-end equipment for the price of crappy equipment, and I just need it for this job. I don't want to buy a bunch of things that I'm never gonna use again. Usually the tip is colder, hence most users use a flat tip. I bet that the iron is hotter on the sides than the tip. Okay, let me try the sides. I want to see smoke at least. I don't see any smoke. I got some wireless soldering iron for like 80 euros. Wireless. That's been working, but it is a known brand. That's crazy. Wireless. This produces a lot of heat. I wonder How is that even possible? I'm doing a good job? Okay. You need to put the cord away when the solder gets hot and melt. I need to pull the cord. Let me see. Okay, I have the black cord here, but the thing is I don't even see smoke here. That makes sense, but I just don't even see it doing anything at all. I smell that it is hot. But yeah, I think we have no chance with this one. And the thing is, it is not getting hotter at all. It's like max out already. And it's doing absolutely nothing. Now let's leave it there, man. This is not gonna do anything. It's not hot enough. It's not hot enough. I need to figure this out tomorrow. I'm gonna drop by Home Depot and I'm gonna ask them if they have the tools for the job to rent. And I'm gonna see if I can rent very, very high-end equipment to make this job very easy. And I would pay up to $40 for that. I think for $40, $30, $40, I should be able to rent some very high quality desoldering iron would be easier. I've seen some videos with desoldering iron. You just put it on top and it sucks it. Sucks the whole thing. But yeah, this is so small, man. This thing is so small. These points, very, very small. Also, I wonder why it looks shiny. Like the board looks shiny where the sticks are. That's interesting. Why is that? If you want a smoke, oh, see the 5090. Maybe I put a 12 pin connector here. I did a lot of Game Boy modding and the cable was always in the way. It looks yeah, man. So I mean, let's leave it there. I cannot do anything else. I have to get good equipment. I mean, so far, no catastrophe. It's kind of working so far. So, I mean, this should be easy with a powerful soldering iron. This should be very easy to remove. Then take the whole thing out. Well, I'm missing one more cable. There's one more here at the top. So this is probably the cable for the touch pad. Let's see how I remove these. These are so hard to remove with your fingers because they are very sleek. I would need like a tool to grab it. This cables here, so hard to remove. This one doesn't have the ears to make it easier. Maybe with my teeth. If I can. Have to. I don't reach. Cannot reach in here. I need something to grab this thing. Do you have a local buy Facebook? Nothing group? People in my community often request to borrow items. I've done it to when I need No, I don't have any of that. When I need to borrow an item, I know I would never use again. Yeah, that's what I need, because it doesn't make any sense to spend money on that. I'm never gonna use it again. I just need it for this job. That would be the best if I had a friend who had all of these. And this cable is, I'm gonna need something to grab this thing. This one is very hard. Let me see if I have like a open it. Yeah, I have to remove this one here, and I can open it. I can open it after that. The thing is not gonna go anywhere with these four cables. With these four cables here, I can open it and stand it up, but it's not gonna go anywhere. Don't pull. So how do I? Oh, so this opens like. So you're talking about this connector? How does it open? Oh, so this is one of those connectors that have like a mechanism on the plastic. How do I do it? You probably, okay. But how does it work? Like, do I have to lift it, or I don't remember how does this works. You probably would use it again at some point. You're getting more and more into stuff. So that cable, open it. Open the cable. Let me watch a video to see if I can. Let me see if I can watch a video. I don't remember. Let me search here. Let's see if I see that part on a video. Okay, I'm looking at it. Okay, let me see that again. Let me see it in big. That looked very easy. Let's see. No, he just. So what he did was basically he opened it. So he opened this a little bit, and then just apply some force. So this thing. We can open it from the sticks. So I just pressure the sticks to open this. And then I cannot go too far with this. See, on the video it looks so easy. He just did this, but but for me it is very hard here. Like, this doesn't move. Like, I have no grip over it. I would need a tool for this. This wire. Yes, that white plastic lift it up. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't go up. That cable open. If the SS 4.5 turns out to be great, you should do a video stream wearing the suit. Gonna marry Nvidia. We're gonna glaze them. Time to glaze Nvidia again. They did it again. I mean, I'm gonna use something. I have this dirty tool here. It's a very dirty tool. It should work. Let's see. Yeah. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Well, I'll keep trying. If it doesn't go, we'll figure it out. Be careful. Go watch the video first. I mean, I already watched the video. Let me watch another video. Because, I mean, in that video, that looks so easy. That's unbelievable. Let me watch another video. Okay, let's see this guy. Maybe because you see this on YouTube, these people have done it so many times. It looks extremely easy. Let's see. Piece of cake. I mean, you see, let me watch another video. And the part where they desolder these 4 cables is like a second. Ping, 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 ping. Very easy. It's like they're using very good instruments. I'm watching a video here. Oh, so he's using like a special tool for this. Like one of those tools. Let me see if in this one I can see it. Okay, his controller is exactly like mine. You know, there are different revisions of the DualSense. Some of them have 4 cables in here. Instead of 2 and 2, they have 4 and 4. Alright, let's see how he did that part. It just came out like he didn't even pull the cable out. Unbelievable. See, look at this thing. I can show you this. Look, I can show you this thing because it's unbelievable. Like, you try to do it and it's like something else. Look at this thing. I'm gonna make myself smaller here. Look at this thing. See, it is connected right there. This is the cable we're talking about. It is connected. You see it. It's right there. Boom, it's out. Like, he didn't even have to do anything. It disconnected by itself. And here I am, like, I mean, maybe I missed it. Let's see if he unplugs that before. Oh, right there it is. Let's see. See how he does that. See, see, I cannot do that. I don't have the leverage there. See, how is he doing that? I cannot do it. I don't have friction to. See, look, I'm trying. It looks easy on the video. Very easy. It's super hard, man. Like, this is super hard. Maybe with my teeth or something. Is it going infinity star? We're trying to replace the sticks. I mean, it's not gonna happen today. I just wanted to open at least and have the board in my hands so I can go tomorrow to Home Depot or some of these repair places and be like, look, this is what I need to do. So I can get the tools or I can get the job done. But yeah, some of these things are like, oh yeah, it came out from one side. See. Oh, there you go. See, it was so hard, man. So the technique, see here, the technique to remove this was to pull from one side like this. But trying to pull straight, it didn't work. So yeah, we got that out. Now we can lift the whole thing. We just have these cables for the motors connected. So worst case scenario, I just cut the wire. and just cut the wire from here and that's it. I was hoping to be able to at least remove these two, but no, they don't go away. My soldering iron is too weak for that. So here's the thing. I have to remove this thing. So another thing I can do is I can remove the cap, this thing. There you go. Remove this. That's the absolute garbage potentiometer stick that start drifting after 6 months. This thing is just garbage, man. Why they do this, man? They could instead put something like this probably for $1 more. But no, they want to have the garbage potentiometer sticks to guarantee that your controller is gonna break in a year or less, so you have to buy a new one. That's what they're doing. Now don't rotate these because it goes in a rectangular shape. See, it has like a rectangular shape. You cannot do this to remove it. It's just pull it straight, pull it up straight. So yeah. So now I'm gonna have to leave it there because I cannot remove these wires. Oh, what was that? Oh. Oh wow, what was that? What is this? Is this a... Oh wow. I didn't see how this... I think it was like... Oh, I don't remember. Well, I'm gonna have to watch the video because I don't remember how this was. It is magnetic. Oh, I don't remember how this was, man. It was loose. This thing was just loose in here. I don't know how this goes. Huh. Yeah, I need to, oh, actually, let me rewind the stream. I have the video right here. Let me rewind it. I have no idea how that was. Let me see. Oh, actually, I cannot rewind the stream. Why? I cannot rewind the stream. I don't know why YouTube is doing that with my stream. I have to figure out what's going on with the settings. I have to end the stream to rewind to see how that was connected. The other is 4.5. When does that come out? Tomorrow. Is there a live stream going to happen when they announce it? No, they already announced it. It's coming out tomorrow. But not, see, it has two components. One, better upscaling, and two, adaptive frame generation. So adaptive frame generation is not coming out yet, I think. But we should get better upscaling tomorrow in all the games. So let's see how that goes. So I'm gonna have to watch my own stream too. Oh, I see that there's a mark here. I think this was just, oh, I get it now. So this is just going here, and then well, I have to watch the stream. I have to watch to see how that was. Yep. Yeah, let's leave it there. So this is as far as I was able to get because my soldering iron is absolute garbage. So I have to figure that out tomorrow. Um, very hard job to do. These are very small, very small, and very high melting point, extremely high melting point, which makes this job super hard. But let's see. Let's see what can I do tomorrow. I'm gonna watch the stream to see where that goes, where this thing goes. It just dropped. What's the status of your third PC? So we put it on ice for a while because I told the family, look, I have to spend this and do this and that, and I'm like, they asked me something else. They'll be, look, we would prefer a robot to clean the house. So I spent like $1,000 on a robot to clean the house, and the family is a lot happier with that than with a new PC. So what I'm gonna do is, at some point, I'm going to get a new CPU. Let's say AMD releases the latest X3D CPU and it is a lot faster and it works on the motherboard that I have or something. And then I could ask MSI to send me another motherboard. I would buy the RAM, and I already have the case, the power supply. So, and I already have the third GPU. So all I would need to buy is another CPU. So that might be the most. Yeah, at some point it's gonna happen. At some point I'm gonna get another CPU. So then at that point, I put that CPU in here, the 9800X3D, put it in the new motherboard. I ask MSI to send me a new motherboard, and I already have the power supply and the case. That's the plan. Because it would cost me a lot more now to build a PC. I'm replacing, yes. We got this from Gulikit, and I'm gonna replace it, hopefully. It works. I mean, it's very hard job to do. Let's see if I can get the tools I need tomorrow, because I just got this today, and the only tool that I have is this 30 watts the soldering iron. It's not gonna work. I need some much more powerful tools. But yeah, I got this. This is the replacement for PS5 and PS5 Edge controller. This is $20. The only, I mean, it's very cheap. The thing is, it's very hard to replace because you need some skills and you need some tools. But hopefully we can get it done. You are the best buy. The best guy. Yeah. After know about anti-dead zone is mind blowing. It changed my gaming life. Oh man, it makes a huge difference. And also you can, I'm not sure how you're doing it, but with a Steam, you can set an anti-dead zone for each game, because each game is different. So you can create the profile on each game with a Steam. Maybe I'll make a video about it because someone told me in the comments, I didn't know. And I tried and it works. So I might do a video about it. The reason I have bought the 4080 was because the 5080 wasn't a worth upgrade. Is it worth now to get the 5080, or should I buy 4090 instead? What do you think? Well, the 4090 is more expensive. It should be more expensive than the 5080. So I think with these GPUs is you get more performance, you pay more. But at the same price, the 4090 is better. No question about that. But a 5080 for $900 to $1,000 is a good GPU. It's very good, I mean. But what do you have right now? That's the thing. So you're saying you have The 4080. No, but if you have the 4080, I would not buy anything. See, I had a 3080. That's a big, big difference. But a 4080, no. See, the thing is, if you have a 4080, the 4090 doesn't make any sense because you bought the 4080. So why would you buy the 4090? So the only thing that would make sense is the 5090. I would not buy anything. But if you want to buy something, the only thing that makes sense is the 5090. You want to do all this work just for TMR? Well, I think, look, if you play with a controller, absolutely 100% buy a controller. I would not recommend you buy this because it's a lot of work. Unless you know how to do this thing or you're gonna pay for someone to do it, it's too much, it's too hard. Buy a controller that has TMR sticks. I bought 2 already. Actually, I bought 3. There's one coming. And Gulikit is sending me another one. So I'm gonna have 4 controllers, 3 with TMR, 1 with capacitive sticks and the DualSense. Hopefully we can fix it, then there will be 5 controllers. It is absolutely incredible. The difference is not small. We're talking about 10 times plus more precision on the sticks. Just think about that. It's not a little bit more precise. It is 10 times plus more precise. The difference is just not even close. So, I mean, it is a must. I bought this for $60. I don't want to give them free promotion. This was $60. GameSir G7 Pro. It has TMR sticks for $60. Absolutely incredible. I mean, the price is $80 usually. I got it discounted. The other day I saw on Amazon the Mojo Rainbow 3 controller, which has capacitive sticks, for $60 too, discounted. So to buy a DualSense for $70 with this garbage potentiometer sticks, it doesn't make any sense. Yes, the vibration is nice and the adaptive triggers are nice, but once you see you can move better on the game and aim better, it doesn't matter if it vibrates more or less. It's the ability to move right. It's gonna make a much bigger difference than anything else. Yeah, man. Look, 100% throw Xbox, DualSense, any first-party controller, throw that on the garbage, man. It's the same price. For the same price or less, you can get a controller that will not have stick drift. And not only that, it's going to be more precise. I did a test with the DualSense on a live stream with aim labs. So it's not my subjective, feelings. It was a number. It's a test, an aim test. I got double the score with TMR sticks. Double the score. It's not a little bit better. It's like I cannot play competitive games online with this thing. I'm winning with this thing. It's a big difference. Big difference. I'm lasering everyone. And again, I've been so impressed. I got 1 blown away with this thing. I got 2. This one has the adaptive triggers, but it doesn't work with the game as it's supposed to. I got another one who is coming from AliExpress, which is supposed to be the fastest controller ever. Number 1. Nothing comes even close. Less than 1 millisecond of input response on the sticks when you go from the center to the edge and back. Less than 1 millisecond. Absolutely insane. It's from a company that is basically terrible. It has never done anything right, but this controller they did was it's performing like that. They have quality control issues. It's like Samsung. They make the best TVs, but quality control sucks, and it's like a surprise. You have to cross your fingers basically. But if I get a good unit, it's supposed to be the best, fastest controller. It's the Machinike F1, and I'm getting for review. I'm getting the latest Gulikit TT Max controller, which is gonna have these sticks already. These are Tension Adjustable TMR sticks. And I cannot say anything about the performance of that controller yet because it hasn't been released and the information is under embargo. But let me tell you, based on the numbers and the things that they reveal, it's gonna be good. Okay. Now, build quality, I don't know. I don't know build quality. I don't know if it's gonna feel comfortable, if it's gonna be ergonomic or whatever. But the performance looking great, and the controller will have symmetric TMR sticks with the Xbox shape. So you have the best of both worlds. You have Xbox ergonomics with symmetric sticks. If this controller doesn't absolutely suck, basically, Gulikit, all they have to do is to not mess it up. If that controller doesn't have any deal breakers, if it doesn't suck, it's gonna be a home run because it's Xbox ergonomics with symmetric sticks. That's what everyone wants. Period. So yeah, I am very, very looking forward to that controller, and I'm gonna review that day one. I don't have it yet, but they're gonna send it to me, and it's gonna be ready. We're gonna have a day one review ready for that controller. So yeah, in my country, both of them are the same price. Which one is the same price? The Rainbow 3 and G7 Pro. 4080 is all you need. Save your money. Yeah, I would wait, man. Don't buy anything without 4080. I need to get a new gamepad. Okay, so I have the G7 SE. It's not TMR's whole effect. It's good, but I back to play the PS5 DualSense. I don't know why. I just like it after I use anti-dead zone. Well, when it comes to the precision and all of that, the G7 SC should be more precise. And if you're playing on the PC, and you can, take advantage of all the performance of the controller, because on the PS5 and on the Xbox, the polling rate is limited and all of that. The G7 SC should be better, but the G7 Pro is better than the SE. The sticks are better, they are higher resolution, they are TMR, and it's even better than the Cyclone 2. Even when GameSir is advertising exactly the same sticks, they are not the same. They have half the resolution on the Cyclone 2. I've been watching every single review of all these controllers. I know a lot of them. Just drop in. Where are you going to CES? I thought about it. Gaming Tech also, and Adam were thinking about it. But I need to go to Vegas. I will go to Vegas this year during the summer because I have family there. So I'm gonna go on vacations already to Vegas. And that's one reason. And reason number two is I need to save my vacations this year because I might have to go to competitions. So it didn't make sense for me. Plus, they didn't announce anything worth it. It's just, nothing to get excited about it really. TVs, 165 hertz, just a little bit brighter as always. We still have a matte finish on the Samsung TVs. Monitors are a little bit better, nothing too crazy. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't go basically. See, my number one reason to go to CES was to get some emails, um, you know, to meet some YouTubers maybe, FOMO and all these people. And that's it for marketing basically. For networking, not marketing, for networking. To get some emails, to get some products for the channel. But yeah, not this time. Eventually I will go. One day I will go. But yeah, not this time. So let's leave it there, man. There's nothing else I can do. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to get the tools to remove this thing. And see if I can do the job. It's gonna be a tough one. But if I get very good tools, then it might be easy. So let's see if I can rent some good tools for this job. S95H apparently only 35% brighter. See, but the thing is, for me, those numbers are completely irrelevant because you could claim even more improvement if you just get the S9. If, for example, if Samsung is using the exact same panel as the S95F and releasing more brightness, then it doesn't matter to me because I could go to a service menu and release more brightness. You can get 4,000 nits on the S95F in a 10% window. Probably the S95H will not be that bright. So what I really care about is what is the brightness after you go to the service menu and max out the brightness. That's the only thing that matters to me. And we are not getting that answer on CES. So if they are using a newer panel that is 500 nits full screen, see, that's the number that I care about, the full screen brightness, because that tells me it's probably a new panel. But if it's the same full screen brightness and they are just releasing a little bit more of peak brightness, it's just go to a service menu and get that performance on the S95F. If they don't have a higher refresh rate, it is really very disappointing. The only thing that I like about it is they removed the One Connect box. They do have a wireless One Connect box, but they have 4 HDMI ports on the TV itself, so that's a big win. I really like that. But aside from that, it's very, very disappointing. LG should send me the new C6. See, I'm not interested on the 6.6 or the G6 because it's still WRGB. It's gonna be good. I mean, it's gonna be great, but QD OLED would be better. So, if I were to buy a TV, I would not buy a WRGB at this point. I love my C1 because of the BFI, but RGB, self-emissive RGB, that's where it's at. Got a week off? Gonna do some gaming streams? Yeah, maybe. Let's see, because I have this project now, but yeah, I want to play. So yeah, let's leave it there, man. I'm gonna end the stream here. Let me know. I'm gonna keep this one public. Let me know if you have a recommendation for tools for this job, or like, Home Depot to rent the tools, which one, or any recommendations to get this done, or like a service place to go and pay for the. I mean, if I can pay $20-$30 for someone to replace them, I would. I mean, I much rather do that than to spend $30-$40 on the tools that I'm never gonna use again, and then struggle with this and risk, to break it. I just want to get this working and done. So let's see how that goes. So thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks to Gulikit for sending me these. I mean, we're gonna, some way or another, we're gonna use this. because these are good sticks. These are TMR sticks with tension adjustable. We have all these different heights. That is great for aiming. You get the bigger stick for aiming on your right thumb, and the shorter one just to walk around. Yeah, this is great. So I want to use this for sure. Let's see how can we get this done. There's a DualSense kits on Amazon that gives you all the right shapes and size and stuff. Okay, like a kit to desolder and all of that specifically for this job. Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, let's leave it there, man. See how it goes. I will definitely post about it and let you know. And of course the results later. That's the most important thing. You go to an electronic repair shop for the soldering. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna go through some of the those repair shops, because I mean these people that do this all day every day, they might do this, you know, very fast, very easily. This is what they do all day. So maybe they can do this for like, you know, $20 or something. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have BFI on any TV. I was expecting that. They don't care. I would go to CES just to hammer them on that. Be like, why? They're missing out. That's what I wanted to go to CES. Not to deliver the news. I don't really care that much about the news. So yeah. Time to go. Thanks for stopping by, man. Let me know your thoughts and opinions.